kidnapped by a masked serial killer and locked in a soundproof basement. The phone is dead, and it's ringing. But who is on the other end of the line? In 1978, the grabber, an infamous kidnapper and murderer, haunts a suburban neighborhood in North Denver. Finney Blake and his younger sister Gwen live there with their abusive, alcoholic father Terrence, who is dealing with the grief of his wife's suicide following her disturbing psychic nightmares. Finney faces constant harassment at school, but his friend and classmate Robin steps in to protect him. Gwen, who shares her late mother's psychic dreams, has a dream about Bruce, a child Finney knew from Little League, and sees him taken by a stranger in a black truck with black balloons. Detectives Wright and Miller question Gwen, assuming she may have knowledge about the grabber, but they find her statements about the nightmares absurd. When Terrence hears about the police questioning, he beats Gwen. Shortly after, the grabber kidnaps Robin, followed by Finney a few days later. Finney awakens in a soundproofed basement. On the wall is a disconnected black rotary phone that the grabber says does not work. It starts to ring on its own at times. When Finney first answers it, he simply hears static. But then Bruce's ghost, unable to recall his own identity or who he was when he was alive, tells Finney of a floor tile he can remove to build a tunnel to escape. Finney begins to dig, but the foundations of the home are too deep for him to reach. The police's search for Finney produces no results. The grabber brings Finney food while leaving the basement door unlocked. Just as Finney is ready to run away, he receives a call from Billy, another past victim. Billy warns Finney that the grabber is waiting at the top of the basement stairs to punish him as part of a twisted game. Billy tells Finney to use a cable he found to escape via the basement window. While trying to climb, Finney breaks the window bars, making it impossible to climb back up. Meanwhile, Gwen has nightmares about Billy being kidnapped and tells her father about it. Wright and Miller question a strange individual named Max, who resides with his brother in the neighborhood and has shown a strong interest in the grabber's crimes. It is revealed that Finney is being kept in Max's basement, which Max is unaware of, and that the grabber is his brother. Following a tense confrontation with the grabber, during which he tests Finney's honesty, the grabber pretends he might release him. Finney then gets a call from another victim, Griffin, who provides him with a combination to a lock, and tells him that the grabber is asleep upstairs. Finney sneaks upstairs and unlocks the door, but the grabber's dog alerts him to Finney's escape attempt. Finney runs down the street, but is recaptured. Feeling hopeless after his failed escape attempt, Finney answers the phone and hears from another victim, Vance, a punk who had once intimidated him. Vance tells Finney about a connecting storage room he can use to escape by busting through the wall and exiting via the freezer in the adjacent room. Finney creates a hole with a toilet tank cover and reaches the back of the freezer, only to discover that the freezer door is locked. The phone rings again, and Robin is on the line. He comforts Finney and encourages him to finally stand up and fight back. Robin instructs Finney to remove the phone receiver, fill it with the dirt he had dug up, and use it as a weapon. Gwen dreams of Vance's kidnapping and recognizes the grabber's property. She locates the house and informs Wright and Miller. Max sees Finney in the basement and rushes to save him, but the grabber kills Max with an axe and assaults Finney, deciding to end the game. The police come to the house that Gwen discovered, but it is empty. In the basement, they discover the buried remains of the grabber's victims. Finney uses the remnants of his previous escape attempts to trap the grabber in a pit he dug, then beats him with the phone receiver and strangles him with the phone wire as the ghosts of previous victims taunt the grabber. He then distracts the guard dog with meat from the freezer before escaping the house using the combination he learned, which turns out to be across the street from the one the cops raided. Finney and Gwen are reunited as the police rush to the premises. The siblings console one another, and their father arrives, expressing heartfelt regret for his previous behavior towards them. When Finney returns to school, now viewed as a hero, he sits confidently next to his crush in class and tells her she can call him Finn. Thanks for watching. To catch all the latest from us, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified as soon as a new video drops. We'll see you in the next one.